We all, at least I always say to myself, I have a clock ticking here and I have a certain amount of content to get through. And as much as I'd like to attend to all these cues that I've been talking about, I also have to do my job. And that job is, whether they like it or not, to go over material in a way so that it sticks with them, or it makes them think, or it gets them to ask questions. How do I do that? How do I, attend to all their needs and yet somehow mix that as tastefully and as spontaneously as I can? Well, I will try and chunk my lectures to make those connections and have a process check after those chunks. So every time I start a lecture, I will say, okay, these are 4 things we're going to do. And after I've done one thing, I have to ask myself very quickly, did I accomplish that piece? And if I find that during the teaching moments that I'm not getting through, I'll take as much time as it takes. I'm all for depth. I'm not so much for breadth. I'm a depth guy. And that may run contrary to curriculum issues, it might run contrary to getting them prepared for a professional exam, etc., etc. But, let's make sure that one thing has been done properly so that students feel empowered to be able to talk about that subject when they leave the classroom. So managing class time and making connections is a very intricate balance. You're making music in a way. And how you make music depends on, your taste, their tastes, the atmosphere in class, the volume level, on your feelings, on one day as opposed to another day. That will change. And it is that orchestration which is what this lecture might be all about. And taking the time to pause and not speak. That's an important way of communicating too.